Alright, so here I am recording for our core workouts here for Simley Distance Track 2020. So this is essentially the kind of stuff that we would be doing again twice a week, typically for our recovery runs. So I'm going to quickly demonstrate just kind of our core routine real quick. I'm not going to go through the entire time cycle, but essentially, you're doing these for about 30 seconds for the most part. And feel free to extend the time limit depending on, if you feel like you need to add on a little more. So like, for some, going up to like maybe 40, 45 seconds, even up to a minute if you feel comfortable with it, if you feel like you're building up to it. But try and go for like 30 seconds. So we always start off crunches. All right, I always do with my legs up. You can have them on the ground. Okay, it's just literally just getting your shoulders off the ground. All right, motion like this. All right, pretty simple. All right, doing that for, again, about 30 seconds. Then bicycle, so kind of, again, pulling your legs, all right, opposite elbow, opposite knee, rotating in between, left and right, back and forth again for about 30 seconds, making sure, again, shoulders are off the ground. All right, that is followed by push-on throughs. All right, so that's where your legs separate, okay? And then you're just literally doing full crunch, but with your arms like this. All right, doing that continuously, again, for about 30 seconds. That's followed then by side crunch. So get on one side. All right, essentially, again, shoulders off the ground, 30 seconds, one side, 30 seconds, other side, and that's going to be followed by leg lifts. All right, so essentially, your hips up here should primarily stay on the ground, and you're just trying to bring your legs up as high as you can, up to before they get bent like mine. I'm not very flexible. My knees are pretty bad. So keep them as straight as you can, and then back down without trying to touch the ground. All right, key here, keep your butt, hips on the ground, then again, continuous motion, up, down, up, down. Try and keep your legs better than mine at 90 degrees, so straight, up, down, up, down. All right, then that's followed by boxer or Russian twist. All right, so again, I'm gonna move my legs into the picture a little more, where you can go, legs lifted up, side to side. Speed doesn't really matter, so I know kids go like this. You can just go whatever pace you want. For more difficult challenges, keep your legs off the ground or your feet off the ground. Otherwise, again, if you get tired or you're not on a stable enough surface, keep your feet on the ground, and you can go either way, but it becomes more difficult after that. So the one we always do, there are two that we always do, or try to do for about a minute. That is, one of them is 3-second hold. All right, so like crunches, or like bicycle, sorry, opposite hand, opposite knee, and they're pressing against each other, and you're holding it for 3 seconds. All right, 1, 2, 3, opposite side, 1, 2, 3, and then again you're doing that for a full minute. All right. Then that is followed by penguins, also known as heel touchers. So essentially just going bang, bang. Again, shoulders are off the ground. I can't exactly see my shoulders in the shot too well. But again, tapping from left to right, left to right, left to right. 30 seconds, that's going to be followed up by side plank. So typically if you do this for about 30 seconds, all right, get your arm off the ground, make sure get enough surface. All right, 30 seconds each. Then you flip, and then you do end on regular plank. All right. So try and keep your back straight. Don't want your butt all the way up on the ground. Don't want it leaning in like this. You want to try and keep your back entirely on a straight edge, and you try and do that if you can for about a minute. Otherwise, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, whatever you can do to manage that. So that's the gist of the core for that. Then what we do for strength, all right, goes to being regular push-ups, which we always do, but then a few other things. So show you over here, if I can get this in the right shot, hold on. Not the greatest views. So then we do, one thing is heel raisers, all right? So literally just getting your heel off the ground, all right? And you're doing that continuously. And try and start off with about 30 to 40, all right? Each foot, where you're just continuously going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a little jolt, but again, your heel doesn't come back onto the ground, it just keeps going like a little bounce. All right, 30 to 40 seconds. It's a good body weight exercise. Switch to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you keep going from there. All right, we also do regular lunges. All right, so lunge, okay, like this. Your knee should be about even with your heel. Okay, it shouldn't go all the way forward. It shouldn't go all the way back. All right, so you can adjust kind of as you do this. So it's a walking lunge, and then your knee on the back side should not touch the ground. So you typically start off with like 10 each leg, so like 20 total. Stop, come back. All right. Other ones that we do for our body strength here. Okay. Donkey kicks and butterflies. So a butterfly, all right, essentially, body is like this, all right, where you just lift your leg up and bring it out to the side like a butterfly, flapping its wings, going up and down, back and forth, back and forth. All right, coming out to about 90 degrees, bringing it back down. So again, you can start off with doing, 10 per set. All right, if you feel like comfortable like doing 12 to 15, feel free to do that, and like even make yourself up to 20. The other one is a donkey kick. So essentially, like a donkey with a predator or a threat behind it, kicks back up, kicks that threat. All right, then you bring your leg in towards your chest, back up, and then continuous motion. All right, so again, 10 to 15 each leg per set. All right, then the other stuff that we do are a series of leg raisers. Okay, so again, you can be in kind of any position, either with your hands straight like this. You can go down like you would in a plank position. All right, so leg raisers, essentially 1, 2, keeping one leg on the ground, just trying to lift your legs up. Again, doing 10 to 15 per set. Opposite side. Okay, 1, 2, 3. This is just really, really good stuff to add in because again, we're working the whole body. It's not just our core, all right, but we're also strengthening our legs, we're strengthening our arms with doing all this stuff, moving and flexing our hips, all right. So it's all really, really good for that. Then there are the ones we do on the side. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Then there's one that we learned last year. Okay, doing it on the interior. So move whatever your inside leg is, bring it up, and then doing it on the inside. So again, 10 to 15 per each one. Then one thing we're adding in, or that we would be adding in this spring, is bridges. All right. So essentially, you're trying to do these for about 30 seconds at a time. All right. So with your back, lift it up. All right, and then that's just a regular bridge. You do that for 30 seconds. Okay. Then try and do something really cool. Okay. One leg up, hold that for 30 seconds. Okay. Then the other leg, 30 seconds, and then one final one of just your back up off the ground, 30 seconds. So that's kind of the stuff that we'd be adding in there. Remember, push-ups in there as well. Feel free to add in dips. If you add any other body weights, feel free to have that all in there as well. So use this kind of as a template. And yeah, just kind of add time, add reps as you keep going. Do these twice a week, usually after easy recovery runs. Just kind of build core strength and just, again, better mobility, better flexibility, and just overall better body strength. So less chance of getting hurt. So, yeah.